Hey everybody, I'm Amy from BodyFit by Amy, and this is your tempo strength with weights workout. In this workout, we are going to work your entire body for strength, and we'll be using a mix of dumbbells, and if you have them, optional kettlebells and a bench. If you don't worry, just use what you've got. We'll be working with some back to basics moves and incorporating some tempo training, but don't worry, I'm gonna give you lots of different options to work to your fitness level. Are you ready? Let's do it. Let's start by getting our bodies moving with a march. We're gonna get the arms and the legs moving, get our body's temperature up, get the energy going, the blood flowing, and we will get ready to move. So we're gonna get a few little mobility exercises and movement prep before we add the weights. Let's roll those shoulders right through here. So as you can see behind me, I have 3 sets of dumbbells. I'll be working with my 10, 15, and 20-pound dumbbells today. I also have a couple kettlebells, my 26 and 35-pound kettlebells, and I also have a bench. If you don't have all of that equipment, don't worry. Let's make those arm circles a little bigger. Just use whatever you have available to you. There will be a few things that I'll do on the bench that if you have one or something you can use as a bench, you can certainly use that. Otherwise, just use whatever you have available to you. Anything we do on the bench, you can take down on the mat. So let's step out to the side right here with a little side lunge. Right here, opening it up with those arms, sit deep. Then let's take those arms up to the sky, drive the hips to the back. Right here, up and back. 2 more. And from here, let's get just a little half squat, roll the hips. You don't have to get super high with that knee unless you want to, but sit low and up. Here. Two more. Let's tap it back right here. Reach those arms in front. Opening up the hips from here. If you're able, you can get low in that lunge, up to you. And then if you want, hold this stretch right here or take it all the way down, reach it up, and then reach through under and up. And then step it in. We'll take it same thing, other side. So you can hold the stretch at the top or take it all the way down, reach it up, reach under and up. So today we are not working with intervals, so we won't have our interval timers. We're just gonna make it a flow. Go ahead and meet me down on the mat. If you're not here already, either come to that high plank position or onto your knees. I don't want anybody to stress out about the fact that we're not having intervals. This workout is gonna move fast, and I will give you options. So we're just gonna take it, sit back into the child's pose, and you're either coming up to all fours or you're coming up to that plank. Either way, as you come up, I want you to really feel that core kick in. We can reach that arm under, thread the needle, up to the core. Stretch, sit back into the hips, stretch the shoulders, up for the core. Right here. And up, reach, and up. One more. Good, and then as you're able, slowly walk those hands back, get a little pedal of your feet, and then slowly roll it up, rolling up through the spine. All right, let's tap out and reach. So here's what we've got, team. Tempo training, all right? So maybe you've done it before, maybe you haven't, but essentially we're just gonna start back to basics just with a regular exercise, maybe something you've done before, and then we'll slow it down just to increase what we call time under tension. So this is a great way to make things harder for your muscles without having to go heavier with the weights. So we're gonna be working with some very basic movement patterns, adding on as we go and slowing it down. It does not mean that we're not gonna get breaks because we don't have regular intervals. It just means we're gonna be working hard and we won't have to worry about the clock. I'll worry about the reps and the time. you just be here with me today. And of course, I'm gonna give you options. So you'll have options depending on your fitness level, depending on where you are today. I will always encourage you to you do you, be where you are today. This is your workout. All right, so we're gonna start with our super basic squat. You can either have your kettlebell low or dumbbell low, or you can hold it right here. Chest level, we're gonna start just sitting in a chair. Then we'll have some rounds where we slow it down. I'm purposely not gonna tell you what's coming up because I want you just to be present, to be in the moment, and just to push through when it starts to feel tough. Whatever you got left, go for it. Again, I'm gonna give you options, but let's increase the tension that our muscles are feeling while also getting our heart rates up for cardio. All right, so kettlebell can be low or dumbbell, doesn't matter, or right here. We're gonna start with our regular squat, 3, 2, 1. So we're gonna sit low, we're gonna drive it up. So just your regular speed. Similar to like you're sitting in a chair, as we always talk about with our squats, right? Trying to get low, right here. Hopefully, I wanna encourage you to go heavy with these weights as you can, but if you need to drop down, you always can. All right, so keeping the weight here if we can. We're gonna go down for 2, slow up for 2, right here. Down, 2, up for 2. So trying to keep the chest open. You're just slowing it down, really taking your time. Yes, you can. So making it tougher on those muscles. I'll tell you what we're not doing today is adding any isometrics. So we're not gonna hold at the end or anything crazy like that, but we are gonna make it hard, make it a challenge. All right, wherever you are, I want you to move the weight to the low position. So if it's kettlebell here or dumbbells, now we're gonna take it down for 3, up for 1. Watch me. 3, 2, 1. Power up strong. Join me. 3, 2, 1. Drive it up. 3, 2, and up. 2 more, just like that. Yes, you can. Last one. All right, now let's reverse it. You're gonna go down regular, up slow for 3. Here we go. Down, up slow, 2, 1. Take it down, slow, slow. I know, burn. Weight in those heels. I know we're feeling the quads, but I want you to really push in the heels so we get the core and the hamstrings and the glutes working as well. Last 2. Last one. All right, one last slow one. Down for 8, up for 8. You can do it. This is it. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it here. Take it up slow. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Relax. Set that to the side. Yes, team. I know. I feel it too. Let's shake them out right here. So we'll get some cardio mobility in between just to kind of shake that out. So hamstring curls, move those arms here. Even though you probably are feeling that heart rate start to get up. I know I am, right? Breathe. Yes, you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, so we're gonna take it right here. We're gonna take it with a bent over row. So we're gonna start 2 dumbbells right here. If you need to stagger it or put your knee on a bench, something like that, or take it to your knees, you can. We'll start here, then we'll take it slow, then we'll do some different speeds while we get the dumbbells working at a slower tempo. So shoulders back, core engage. It won't feel as long as that. We won't have as far to go, I promise, but we're gonna hinge it here, regular row right here. And because we're in this hinge position, we're gonna stand up in between these. So we really get our time in between, right here. Squeezing those back muscles, pulling the weights towards your hips. Yes. Let's get 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest those weights. So you can either just stand up straight. If you need to set the weights down, set the weights down. This time we're gonna do like we did, up for 2, down for 2. I'm gonna show you a little variation, turning your palms in, turning your palms to the back, or you can just keep it regular. Hinge, strong back, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Up, 2, big squeeze, down, 2. So notice what I'm doing with my wrist. I'm just getting that small little turn. Up, 2, down, 2. Squeeze, yes, you can. Up for 2. Ha. 2 more. Last one. Relax them down. We got 1 more, team. All right, so this time I'm gonna hold my right one up. I've got 8 rows on the side. Then I'm gonna hold my left one up, 8 rows. So we are doing a little isometric here while we move the other, okay? No, I said no isometric. I meant on the squat, but time under tension, tempo, hold 1, work the other. Last thing for our back. Here we go, then we got a break on the mat. Nice flat back. Hold the left one up. Here we go, row right, 8, 7, and maybe you're slower than me, maybe you're faster, doesn't matter. Just get 8 on your own count. 4, 3, 2. Hold that other one up nice and tight. Pull the shoulder blades in, other side for 8. Keep that elbow pulled in, keep the shoulder pulled in, keep the back nice and flat. As we get tired, really keep those eyes up, right? 4, 3, 2, 1 more time, both of them for 8. Here we go. 8, nice and strong. 7, 6, yes you can. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relax it down, set those weights down. Woo. And we're gonna do little arms to the front, right? Big stretch, right here. So this is what we're getting. It's gonna be back to basics, but, so no crazy compound moves, but notice how when we increase that time under tension, and especially when we're going heavier, we are getting our hearts pumping, right? We're feeling the work. All right, team, meet me down on to the mat. You can also be on the bench if you want. I'm gonna be on the bench just so you can see me a little bit better, but perfectly fine to be on the mat. We're gonna get some core. All body weight right here. Come on down, hug those knees in, get a little stretch. We're gonna start with our super basic dead bug that we love, just out and in. Then we're gonna slow it down. Then we're gonna add some tension. So we're here, tuck the pelvis, bring everything in. So everything is wrapped, lift up on the pelvic floor, zip up the core, and we're going opposite arm, opposite leg. If that's not right for you, you can just do a little march, opposite arm, opposite leg. But if you can, extend it out. Here we go. In that position, 3, 2, 1, here we go. I kind of like not having a clock. 1, because I think time moves fast. I know not everybody agrees, but it also allows us to really get into it and get set. Sometimes we're a little rushed on those 20-second breaks. I know I'm trying to get you in and out, but sometimes it's hard to get into position in a good way in only 15, 20 seconds. Here we go, we're gonna slow it down. Out for 2, slow, in for 2. I want you to really think about using your core. This one I love to take slow because look, we need it. Again, if the march is a better option for where you are, keep doing the march. You don't have to extend it all the way out. And breathe. Out. 2, in. 2 more. Last one. Hug those knees in. Give yourself a little break. Stretch your back so you're either hugging 1 in at a time or 2 right here. And we're gonna take it slow bicycle. So here's what we got. We're gonna go 3, 2, 1, and switch. 3, 2, 1. Join me here. You know I love a bicycle and I love a triple bicycle. And switch. 3, 2, 1. Take it nice and slow. And again, if just the upper or just the lower is better for you, go for it. 3, 2, 1. Switch it. We're gonna get one more each side. Abs on fire. Last one. And relax. Hug those knees in. Yes, team. All right, back up onto your feet. Before we get our sip of water, we're gonna go into a deadlift and then a swing. So something we often do, deadlift, dumbbells or kettlebells. We're gonna take it on a 2 count, slow, which you normally take the deadlift pretty slow. Then we'll go into a swing. You can either use a heavy kettlebell or dumbbell, swing, power, let it drop, or do the deadlift one more time. I'm gonna go heavier with my deadlift, quick break for our back, and then into that swing. Shoulders back, core engage. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Down for 2, stand up for 2. I'm sure I'm gonna get a lot of comments. I know some of you really love the flow. It's very old school BodyFit by Amy if you did a lot of my early videos, right? Where I never used a timer, we just went for it. We were moving nonstop. There's something to it, 1, because we're not beholden to a certain time frame and we can take more time to set up and get into our moves. But I tend to think it makes the time move faster. Let's get 2 more right here. Stand up straight, connect to the top, 1 more. And relax. Set those down. Woo, shake it out, little stretch right here, right? Now we're gonna go into our swing. Again, if you've never done a swing before, just do the deadlift one more time. If you wanna try it or you've done it before, dumbbell or kettlebell in the center, drive it up, lock it out, let it drop. We got power. This is the only thing I'm timing for you today. Don't worry, I'll watch the clock. 30 seconds. You don't have to worry about it. I'll cue you, but core engage, lots of power through the back of the legs, lock out at the top. Here we go, team. Then we're on to that second circuit. Let's take it here, shoulders back, core engage, prep it, drive it up. Here we go. Let it drop. Lock it out, let it drop. Again, if the swing is not right, keep it with the deadlift. Power. Here we go. Take it up, let it drop. Right here, up. 5 seconds to go. 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing and relax. Pedal those feet right here. Woo! Big stretch. Let's grab some water. All right, team. I know that was a long first circuit, right? Again, as I told you, we're gonna stay focused on our big movement patterns. We're not doing a whole lot of crazy accessory muscles. We got our upper body pull. We're gonna keep moving with that. Woo! Here we go, team. Grab a medium to heavy set of dumbbells, something you can do your bicep curl and press with. So we're gonna start here, we'll take it up, but we'll start and then we'll slow it down for biceps, we'll slow it down for that press. I'm gonna go a little lighter since this is my second workout today, but typically I'm trying to go with my 15s. Whatever you got, you can always drop down or go up if you need to. Starting with a regular bicep curl, here we go, we're gonna go up for 2. Oh, I spilled that water right on me. No, let's start regular. Up and down. Take it up and down. Standing bicep curl to keep the core engaged, but if you start to feel like you're arching that back, really pull in with the core, or you can always stagger your stance right here. Either way, core engaged, stacking the rib cage right over the hips. Here we go, let's go add the press. Curl, press, bring it down and down. So I'm doing that Arnold press, so I go out, in, and here. We're gonna keep it regular. In and down, so we're getting upper pull, upper push, lots of core. Right here, up, down, and down, 2 more. Last one. All right, give yourself a little break if you need to, all right? We're gonna stretch those out. We're gonna take it slow set for the biceps only. And I'm gonna do hammer curl just like that. Then we'll do slow sets for our press, and then we'll put them together alternating for a little last power. All right, grab them here. Just your biceps, up for 2, down for 2. Here we go, up for 2, down for 2. Just like this, again, really being aware that we're not arching, that we're keeping the rib cage and our pelvis stacked. Down for 2, up. Can we go up 3, down 1, up, 2, 3, and down right here. Up, slow, slow, yes. Up, 2, 3, and down. Reverse it. Go up and then down slow for 3. Take it up, down slow. Up, yes you can. 1 more. All right team, rack them up right here. Take it up for 2, down for 2. You can alternate if you need to, or together. Up, 2, down, 2. I'm gonna go in at the top. Here we go, up. We're staying at this 2 pace. Don't worry. 2 more. Last one. Whoo, relax. All right, team, shake those out. We're gonna take it right here. Pull those knees in, arms and biceps right here. All right, so as you shake out the arms and get the heart rate up, we're gonna take it to a step up. Now, if you don't have a bench or a step, something that you can step up on. I know some of you use a box or a step, a bench, a sturdy chair, your couch. Make sure it's sturdy. If you don't have that, then we're gonna take it just to a reverse lunge. So here's what we got. We're gonna start just regular, your reverse lunge here or your step up. We're just stepping up, stepping down. Then we're gonna slow it down on the way down. So we're gonna go up, 2, 3. That's gonna be hard. So if you're on the lunge, you're gonna be up, slow, slow, slow. All right? We're gonna take it through right side, left side. We'll get a little core in between. So grab some heavy weights if you got them. And again, you can be on the floor with a lunge. You can be on the floor with, or you can be on the bench, whatever you can. Just I'm gonna start on my right foot. Everybody else start on your left foot. Let's step it up or reverse lunge. Here we go. And down. So you do not have to, if you're stepping up, feel like you have to get really low in a lunge, but you can if you want. Right here. Core stays engaged, really drive off that top heel. Up. Up. All right, so we're gonna go down slow for 3. Slow, 2, 3. Drive it up. Slow. I know it's hard on the bench or on the step up, so do the best you can. If you're doing the reverse lunge, down, 2, 3. Drive it up. Yes, you can right here. Down, 2, 3, and up. Down, 2. 2 more. Last one. Stay on that same leg. Give your hands a little break. Watch me here, same leg. We're gonna go up, cross over, up, cross over. So it's a curtsy lunge from the ground. It's a slow crossover from the step. Join me here, let's get it done. In 3, 2, curtsy or crossover. Slow, drive it up, you got it. Hand up, slow, and up. Hang with me. 4, 3, 2, 1. Yes, set those weights down. Woo. Stretch your legs wherever you are. All right, remember what leg that was. Let's take it down on the floor for some core. So for me, that was my left foot on top. We're gonna get the other one, but for now, join me down here. If you need to stay on your knees, you're gonna lift from the plank to here. If you can, join me all the way down. We're gonna take it, hold a plank first, then some plank singles where we go down for 2, up for 2. We'll add on as we go. So you're in the plank position. Let's tuck the pelvis in. Let's lift either to the knees or the toes. Hold it here. So you're nice and tight through your legs, through your glutes. Tuck the pelvis. I know those legs are tired, especially that left one, right? So we're holding it here, really honing in that good plank position, not letting our hips drop, not letting them come down. Now watch me, I'm gonna go down to my knees slow, all the way down to that little baby cobra. Using my core, I'm gonna come up. I call these plank singles, so join me here. You can just come up to the knees if that's better for you. The key is to use your core to do it. If you're really using your core and not moving, pushing up your knees and elbows, you're gonna feel why that's hard, right? Use your core, lift up for 2 to the knees, up to the toes, slow down, keep it going, up, 2 to the knees, using your core, no pushing through legs or toes. 2 more, yes you can. Last one, up, down, and down. Relax, stretch it up. Feel that stretch. Make your way back up onto your feet. So we're back to that step up or that lunge. This time it's your right foot, right? So we're either regular lunge, then down, 2, 3, and up, then slow crossover, or you're stepping it up. So whichever leg you didn't do before, let's get it done. I know we're going from slow movements, but they get your heart rate up. Let's step it up regular. 3, 2, 1. So even though this is our regular, there's no need to rush it, right? We still wanna come down soft. Whether or not you're reversing into the lunge or stepping down, right here. Core stays in tight. I know you're feeling that core after that plank sequence. Right here. All right, team, we're gonna go down, 2, 3, power up. Here we go. Down, 2, 3, drive it up. I know it's harder on the step to really come down slow, but really use that strong leg, right? Your glutes, your hamstrings, your quads, your knee and hip joint. They're strong, they've got the control. If you need to, take it body weight. I'd rather you keep the slow pace. One more. Good, relax. Shake it out, but keep that leg forward. Remember, we're gonna cross it over in the curtsy slow. Drive it up or cross behind, step it up. Let's finish it strong, team. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, up. Take it out. And right here. Drive it up. Slow on your way down, cross behind. 4 more, then we're done here. 4, and up. 3, 2, 1 more. Boom, and relax, shake it out. Oh man, you guys, whoo. Meet me on the bench. I know, we're feeling it. Whew. If you need a quick sip of water, grab it. Otherwise, we're down on the bench. We're gonna finish strong with an upper body push. We get chest, we get shoulders, we get triceps. Hang with me, we are so close, all right? So heavy weights if you got them. We're gonna start with our regular press from the floor or from the bench. So you're here, watch me here. We're starting regular, then we'll go up for 2, down for 2. We'll slow down as we go. We're gonna get through this quickly. Upper body push, since we already got our upper body pull. So here we go. Take it down and bring it in and up. So remember, we're gonna angle those elbows down. They're not straight out, they're not straight in. We're here, but core is engaged. I know that core is feeling it, right? And here. All right, let's take it slow. You're going down for 2, power up for 2. Here we go. Down, 2, up, down, 2, and up. Whoo, nice and strong. Can we go down for 3, up 1, down, 2, 3, power up, nice and strong, down, 2, 3, power, 3, 2, 1, and up. Let's reverse it. Down 1, up 2, 3, 4, down 1, slow on your way up, you got 2 more. Last one. Oh, relax those weights down wherever you are. Open up your arms from there. Here we go. Bring those legs up. We're gonna reach under. You're gonna reach out. So big swimming with those arms. Double leg stretch from Pilates. If you wanna just bring one knee in, that works too. One knee in, but big stretch right here. So we stretch out those arms while we work our core. Right here, yes you can. Drive those knees in, little lift of the hips if you want, and big arms out. Shoulders can be down or up. 4, 3, 2, last one. Oh, hug the knees in. Oh man. All right, you guys, up onto your feet. We did it. We got upper push, upper pull, push and pull together. We got our hinges, we got our lunges, we got our squats. We got our core stability, we got our core rotation, spinal flexion and extension. How about we get one more swing? All right, if you are not feeling the swing, you can just do the deadlift. We're gonna consider this our bonus move so we can get in and out. I know, I told you it moves quickly. It feels long in the moment, but look at it, we're almost done. So last thing, whatever you got, you can either just do that slow deadlift, or let's get it done with the swing. Let's drive those hips to the back, get that power hinge. Arms are feeling it, legs are feeling it, core is feeling it. Mine is, I hope yours is too. Let's finish strong, here we go. Hips to the back, prep it, 3, 2, deadlift or swing. Let it drop. Again, I'm watching the clock, you don't have to. Our only timed interval of the day. If you're feeling spicy, hand off that kettlebell swing. Here we go, take it up. Let's finish it strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, swing and relax. Whoo, pedal those feet right through here. Yes, team, you did it. Stretch your back all the way through. And slowly roll it up. Hands on top of your legs, roll through a cat-cow. We're gonna keep this cool down pretty short so we can get you in and out. I get it. Slowly round it up, arms to the top. How do you feel? I know, sometimes these tempo sets can feel slow, but then by the time you get to the end, right, especially when we're doing them back to back like this, you really feel the difference. And again, if you're somebody who maybe is feeling like it's time to go a little heavier with weights, but you don't have the space or the budget for more weights right now, a great way to add that time under tension is to slow it down. So maybe you're doing a video with me and we're just doing a regular squat, you take it to that down for 2, up for 2. You can make everything harder by increasing the time under tension, right? So the longer that your body is under that load, that your muscles are under the load, the harder they're gonna work. So that's why we sneak these. It's rare that we do a full workout with tempo training, so congrats guys. I know that was not easy, but we try to sneak some of this in throughout other workouts So you're also getting those different types of progressive overload. Progressive overload is what we want to see change, to build strength, to build endurance. Otherwise, just keep showing up, keep moving, and be where you are today. Thank you so much for being here. Let's get one big deep breath in and out. You did it. That was our tempo strength with weights workout. Great job, everybody.